First of all, I hit 2 million subscribers. Wow. Weird, you know? Just wild. I know most people sit here and go, oh my God, thank you so much. But I'm like, wow, really? Okay. That's a lot of people. It's like I'm a cult leader. Do I get tax exemption now? Oh. Why you waiting? Leave the light. Hi friends, how are you today? That's good to hear. I'm glad. Unless you're having a bad day, then I'm sorry. My name is Bailey Sarian, and today is Monday, which means it's Murder, Mystery, and Makeup Monday. My theme song. If you are new here, hi, my name is Bailey Sarian, and today, or every Monday, 2020's been a mess. I sit down and I do talk about a true crime story that's been heavy on my noggin. The townhouse that they all live in, it has an alarm system. The alarm system, of course, was not active that night, so somebody had turned it off. But even when it's not active, there's a door chime that goes off if the front door, the back door is opened and closed. So, you know, the little beep beep when you walk in. Apparently the neighborhood that they lived in had a very high crime rate, and like everybody had an alarm system. You would just be ridiculous to not turn your alarm system on. Victor and Joe are in their master bedroom. They're sleeping and they hear the toot toot. Hello. I'm sorry, the swamp, not a lake.
Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
I came ready to die. A lot of his money was going towards gym, personal loans, his mortgage. Oh, and don't forget a couple of adult websites. How come people pay for adult websites? Can't you get a lot of it for free? I wouldn't know. Charles was a shithead. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I was driving home the other day crying because Chelsea narrates it, so you just hear her, like the cracks in her voice as she's tearing up, and you're like, oh my God. I was driving home like, that's my story. Thank you so much. You see, I guess Edward would just like bust out laughing randomly. And Edward would say that he was laughing at his own inside jokes that he was saying in his head. And that was odd. Is that weird? I thought that was normal. Anyways, I just have to say that I am hilarious and I make myself laugh all the time. But I'm not a killer, so I guess that's good. Uh-oh. Damn it, I got too much powder. So they all started like combing the farm and exploring the contents of what would become known as Ed Gein's House of Horrors. Oh, horrors, not horrors. Oh shit, what did I do? Down in the description box down below. But other than that, I will shut up and let's get into it, because this one is juicy. Melvin. A verdict of not effing guilty. What? Yep, not guilty. They claim that they found insufficient evidence to convict the couple of murder, despite all of the evidence that were presented to the jury, the diaries, the love affair, the motive, the witnesses. Not guilty. Heads were exploding left and right. Watching some of my old murder mystery and makeup videos, and like the camera was so zoomed in on my face, like it's all head. It's very strange. So I thought, hey, what if I zoomed the camera out? And that's a fact. Okay, you ready? Well, let me tell you. Today's story is just you know, it's like that. You cannot have this baby, now go sleep with your cousin. Damn kids. They would then drink it, okay? And they believed that it was helping or curing the seizures. Oh yeah. Could you imagine if medicine was like that today? Go get a body! A peasant? No. Scandalous. And while Farnick was away, Elizabeth would play. All of the records surrounding his death state that he had been suffering from some kind of illness for around 3 years prior to his passing. The illness was unknown at the time. Farnick was experiencing extreme pain in his legs. I think I'm saying his name wrong. Let me just triple check. I just feel it in my soul that this is incorrect.
Fitting.
What? Knows for certain what exactly possessed Elizabeth to become this horrible, disturbed bitch. I said it. She's a bitch. She's like a ghost I would be afraid of. Don't come for me. She would drain her victims of their blood. She would pour it into a cup, add just a slice of lime, and she would drink it. I'm kidding about the lime, but she did drink the blood of her victims. Again, it's believed that she was drinking the blood because it could help with her epilepsy, but also she believed that it would keep her young and youthful, healthy, vibrant, gorgeous, you know? So she was drinking a lot of blood. Can't be good. I don't know. I feel like all of my days are blending together. I have no idea where I'm at. So with that being said, today we're going to be talking about John Christie. Have you heard of him? Well, let me tell you, this guy was all sorts of messed up. John. So John would be there for about a year, and then in 1919, wild times, 1919, John was left with eye and throat injuries from a mustard attack. And while Ethel is away, John sure does play. Yes, the floorboards, lift him up, put the body there. You know, someone new moves in. It wasn't long until they noticed a very intense stench coming out of the walls or something. He's a piece of shit. Poor Timothy and his family. Oh, this looks weird, huh? Like, what part of my body is this? Anyways, why? I don't get it. Will it ever be just about, like, no. I am angry. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. How do you like today's look? I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of low-key feel like it looks like my name should be Sandy or something, and I would smell of Diet Coke, cigarettes, and nail polish remover, right? Like that's what this look is giving me. So Cindy does go to the police and she files a report, but there's really not much that they can do unless they physically, like, you know how that goes. You could file a report, but good luck. Bye. She also sees that like her porch lights had been smashed, and she tried to call the police, but that's when she discovers that like her phone lines had been cut. I would just burn the house down and move on, you know? Let me go look. This might be a first in murder mystery and makeup history. We're making history right now. That concealer I used didn't work very well as an eyeshadow primer. It got all like messed up, and I think I'm just gonna wipe it off. I've been sitting here forever trying to save it. It's not working out. I have to let it go. Say goodbye. Oh, I'm hesitant. Oh, it's gone. Oh, no. Hey, man, sometimes it just doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So we carry on. We carry on. I'm going to go in a completely different direction. So, okay. Well, once again, like clockwork, it seems, Cindy was receiving notes, but this time the notes were becoming just more dark and more threatening. There was one note that was left on her windshield that showed a corpse being pushed into a morgue. Like, thanks. Gonna frame it. Who was doing this, right? I mean, it's his job. So, okay. He thought it'd be best to install lights on the outside of Cindy's house. That way at nighttime, you know, they could see like who's coming up to the front door. No peekaboos happening. No surprises. It was just supposed to be a little flick. I think God just doesn't want me to have good makeup today, and that's okay. God's plan, gotta trust it. Okay, so they installed lights outside of Cindy's house so she could see who was coming up, like to her home, up the driveway and all that stuff. And Ozzy gave her a two-way radio with a panic button so she could easily reach him if her telephone line was cut again. So late one evening, Ozzy hears some like noises coming from the two-way radio that he left with Cindy. Some crackling, some weird shuffling going around. So he hears this and he's just kind of listening, getting worried. And he's like, crap, what do I do? Well, he's a PI, so he knows what to do. So he's listening to this and he's kind of like, oh no, like I can't just call the radio and be like, hello, is anyone there? And then spook whoever maybe was on the other end. Ozzy rushes over to Cindy's house. When he gets there, he finds Cindy all the way down the hallway. She's like laying on the floor. He goes to her side and he sees that she has a knife through her hand, and attached in between the knife and her hand was a note that said, quote, "You are a dead bitch," end quote. They looked literally at a couple of windows, saw no fingerprints, and was like, meh, probably one of you guys. Yeah, some great police work here, you guys. Some great police work. I highly suggest you subscribe because I'm here for you every Monday. I could still say that. Yeah, I could still say that. You can't take that away from me. Apples. But I'm here today and I'm so excited to be here because I am going to talk about a cult. Woo! Woo! I love cults. I just am fascinated by them. I'm very interested in them. They're fascinating. I mean, wow. Cults. Wow. Hair back. Am I? Yeah. I was reading a biography about Jim Jones and his upbringing and stuff, and like, so random. This guy was so wow. Random. He, at one point, like, he stayed or lived with like a Kennedy during the summer. I don't know how, and there wasn't much information about. Anyways, okay, let's start. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just excited. She was the weird one on the block, you know, like, oh, don't go to her house because she doesn't believe in anything. You know, it's just, she has an opinion. Stay clear. He was like a helper. This is a helper. I'm giving you, it's very vague, you know, but, oh, he really like went out there and they would have their, where's my brain? What is this? Am I churning butter? What is this? The sign, the peaceful protest. So Jim told Marceline, I love you. I still want to be married to you. It's just, you know, look, I have this girl on the side who's going to give me the sexual part of the relationship that you can't provide for me. Said, hey, everybody, God is good. And so are 19-year-olds. Hey, up top. God is good. God is good. Okay, sorry. Together was limited by temple chores and duties. It kind of, duty. It kind of sounds like Scientology. Make like announcements to the people outside in the community. So he didn't even have to leave his room. He could talk to them like directly through there. That's probably why he got fat.
Hey,